Hey, what's going on, world? It's your man Kevin Yeshua here, checking in live from Team 317 of the SORH movement. Millionaire minded family. Hope all is well with everybody out there this evening, man. Just jumped on to drop a little bit of value on somebody if I could somewhere, man. If you're watching this broadcast, drop in the comment section where you watching from, man, what the weather's like out there, man. It's pretty breezy out here in Indy right now. I think we about to get some rain. I think I kind of feel it in my joints a little bit. We might be getting to get some rain in a minute, man. For those of you that know me, man, watch the content that I drop, man. You know I'm real big on financial literacy and generational wealth, man. I'm not talking financial literacy and generational wealth. I'm definitely spending time talking mindset, man, because I firmly believe that you have to pour into your mind before you can never pour into your pockets. So with that being said, man, the title of my live this evening was What the FICO. For those of you that know me, you kind of know where I'm about to take this. Hey, Miss DeLeon, how you doing, lady? Hey, Natoma. So, yeah, man, I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into this information, man. Now, like I always say, man, most people perish from lack of knowledge, be it financial literacy, or just knowing some things about the way the world operates, man. And if you lack knowledge, as far as mindset, you definitely can kind of hurt yourself and end up getting capitalized on, but you further the chances of being capitalized on if you lack financial literacy. Financial illiteracy is the new slavery. That is the new you can't read or write. Okay, so for those of you that know me, hey Miss Gwendolyn, so for those of you that know me, man, you watch the content that I drop, man, I'm always asking, I'm real big on each one, teach one, man. So, go ahead, hit the share button, man, or call somebody in the room, call your significant other or the kids, or maybe even the dog might be able to pick this up, man. But, definitely share this information with somebody, man. If you watch me a lot, man, let me get some hearts and some likes or something, definitely some engagement, with your fellow viewers, man. So, I want to talk to you all about your FICO score. And how it is made up. Now, in addition to taxes, causing debt. Okay, I got you, lady. Just one sec. I couldn't hear it on my end. There we go. Y'all got me back. There we go. I'm here. Yes, ma'am. I got you. Okay, so in addition to taxes causing you debt, having bad credit can also cause you debt, man. That's why I say most people perish from lack of knowledge, man, because, taxes can cause you money and have you going into debt as well as having bad credit. If you have bad credit, and you get hit with high interest rates, you're more likely to pay more on something than you would if you had a higher credit score, excuse me. I can give you all an example real quick, of a 2018 Honda, okay? A person, individuals, they can walk into a dealer the same age and everything. You have one person has great credit, 750 or above. For this 2018 Honda, they're going to come out paying roughly about $27,000 and only about $2,000 in interest payments, roughly. Okay, you take the same part, the next person, that may be the same age, work at the same job, live on the same street, kids go to the same school, go to the same church, all of these factors, but they just lack some financial literacy. So they have a bad credit score. So they're getting hit with higher interest rates. So, we take this person with bad credit, they go into the same dealership on the same day, they may get approved for the vehicle, but they're going to end up paying about $33,000, and roughly about $8,000 in interest. That's a very big difference when, when you're thinking about financial literacy, because you're going to end up paying that much more just because you didn't know something. That's capitalism for you all, folks. So real quick, I'm going to give you all a brief overview, of how your credit score is made up. I'm going to make this kind of quick, man. I got an amazing call to be on here, a nationwide call to be on at 9 p.m., man, and I ain't going to miss that for the world, man. But definitely go ahead and hit the share button now, man. let me get some hearts and some likes for the people that I got here with me, man. For the folks that's already swiped off the broadcast, like I always say, peace be unto you, but we forward, we press on, man. So real quick, let me go ahead and go over this for you all. Okay, so, your credit score can range anywhere from 300 to 850, excuse me. 700 to 749 is considered good credit. 750 and above is excellent credit, and 650 and below is bad credit. There's a statistic that says 44% of African Americans have a credit score 620 or below. Most entrepreneurs that start out in business or have their own business, most entrepreneurs have a credit score of about 720 or below. So we definitely got some work to do, man. Now I can give you how your score is compiled, is broke, or how it's made up. First off, you're going to take about 35% of your credit score is made up from payment history. Okay, this is the majority of your credit score. This comes from when you make your payments. If you're making your payments on time and things like that, like for your cell phone bill or your utility bill, the car note. That's how 35% of your score is made up from that. That's the majority of your score. 30% of your score is made up from your debt burden or your credit utilization ratio. This is the amount of positive credit, you have versus what's being used. The next 15% of your credit score is going to be made up from your history length. This is why most young folks have bad credit, because they don't have much history length on their credit report. They're fresh out of college or something like that, or they go and apply for this credit card, or they go try to go get a loan and they can't because their credit score is low. That's because they don't have much credit history length, Okay. The next 10% of your credit score, of your FICO credit score, is going to be made up of the types of credit that you have, i.e. cell phone bills, utility bills, things of that nature. That's going to make up the next 10% of your credit score, okay? And the final 10% of your credit score is going to be made up by credit inquiries. Now, for those of you that don't know, every time you have your credit checked for something, it goes down. I'm going to say that again. Every time you have your credit score checked for something, you have an inquiry, you have your credit report pulled for something, your score goes down, okay? So you need to be very mindful of the next time you're going into Lowe's, and you want to do a gardening project and you need to get some sod for your backyard or something, that, your score could potentially drop a few points when they offer you that Lowe's card, for the first 30 days with no payments or something like that. That's just a way to reel you in. Do not fall for the banana in the tailpipe, folks. Like I'm always saying, stay out that rabbit hole, because they will get you if you lack some financial literacy. So we definitely got a lot of work to do, man. And I'm here for it, man. I just want to get on and drop that for you all, man. For my folks that follow me, man, I'm real big on this thing, man. I'm studying and I'm actually utilizing these principles and strategies that I'm learning, from some very wealthy individuals that are embracing me like family, man. Speaking of that, this 9 o'clock call that I'm about to be on is one of my mentors, man. His name is Mr. Rico McDaniel. He's a very, very amazing man. He's a servant leader. He was a millionaire by the age of 25. He grew up in a single parent home, man, and position he's in right now, he's just pouring into us, trying to help us win and see us succeed, break this financial generational curse that's been placed upon us, man. There's a thing we have going on right now in most communities where, folks are very content because we've been programmed for so long and we didn't know any better, and it's not because our parents didn't want to teach us. It just wasn't taught to them for them to teach it to us. So we got to do better, and I'm here for it. Mr. McDaniel, back in 2008, he had started a youth mentorship program. By 2009, he was adopting 12 families annually, to help them, make it throughout their hardships in life, buying them gifts and food and things like that, helping around their household, man. To fast forward a few years later now, Yes, yes, I got you, Natoma. I got you. He's the founder of the company, the amazing company that I'm a part of, and he's just here helping us pour into each other, man, and help break this financial generational curse, man. When you look back, when you get older, everything that you got going on in life right now, excuse me, most folks are consumed with the hustle and bustle of everyday life that they don't really think about the future. That's why I'm always, when I speak about the wealthy and the poor, and I say poor, I don't want to offend anybody. Even if I had to step on your toes, it'll be with some cotton boots on. But when I say poor, all I'm saying is poor is simply passing over opportunities repeatedly. I'm going to say that again. Poor is simply passing over opportunities repeatedly. So when you have a blessing being presented to you, or if you hear of a blessing that that could benefit someone that is going through a hardship right now, don't look the other way. If it's not for you, it's not for you, but don't look the other way. Help somebody. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I firmly believe the more blessings that I pour out onto other folks will leave more room for me to be blessed. And when I say we're literally nation building, we're literally nation building. I'm here in Indianapolis, Indiana. I got a team. I'm helping folks out in Syracuse, New York. I'm helping people out in Ohio. I'm building with a young lady out in South Carolina. A young man out in Dallas, Texas. And some of these places are places I haven't ever even been. But it brings some joy and kind of satisfaction to me to be able to know that what I'm doing is truly serving. What I do, I don't do it for the money. I do it to help people. So I'm here for it, man. And like I said, forward we press, man. In the words of another one of my great mentors, man, don't worry about the horse, load the wagon. Folks really need to reassess their situations and start learning some better principles and strategies, man, because there are ways that you can get further faster with less effort, man, but doing what you've been doing is not going to get it. So, Natoma, I'm going to inbox you, lady. I'm going to inbox you. Actually, I'm going to drop the number for this call here in the comment section in a bit, but I'm going to inbox you as well. And there's a flyer on my page that you can go back and look at. I humbly suggest that you invite a few people onto the call. If you know some like-minded individuals that think like you, it's definitely going to be an amazing call. And I'm here for it. So, like I always say, man, I appreciate you all joining in, man. If you're just now logging on, you might want to go back and check the replay. And I salute to you if you are catching the replay, man. But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here so I can get in order before I get ready for this call. And then I got a 10 p.m. training to be on, nationwide training, with some millionaire-minded folks, man. It's going to be great, man. It's going to be great. So like I always say, do something today that your future you will be proud of. I'm going to say it again. Do something right now, today, that your future you will be proud of. Be like water and stay out that rabbit hole. There's no growth in that rabbit hole, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, man.